So going to that, there's the guys you mentioned, like, when there's a Kendrick Lamar, you expect him to say something, or when there's a J. Cole, you want him to say something, right? But we haven't heard anything from Kendrick necessarily. He's been at the protest, but we haven't heard a song or a statement or something like that. Is it fair to criticize these guys, even though we've seen them talk about it in their music, make music videos, do performances?
Um, I feel like it's wrong for us to assume, first of all, that they're not doing anything, because we don't know what's happening. I know if I was rich and I was a celebrity, a lot of times I would do things that and not tell anyone. I don't. Things shouldn't be for credit. You know what I mean? And like, I feel like the internet is based in validation. Everyone needs validation for a tweet, for a like, for a picture, you're constantly seeking validation
Hmm.
the whole time you're on social media. And so if you're someone that doesn't put value in that, then if you're making moves, I don't see you putting it on social media or doing anything like that. And a song could be looked at the same way as a lot of people are looking at the NBA, as a distraction. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's not the time for us to dance. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not the time for us to sing. It's the time for us to make changes. So it's wrong to assume that people aren't doing anything because we don't know.
Okay.
Uh, and I feel like a lot of people, they project because it's what they would do. They would donate and tell everyone, "Hey, I donated this," or
Right.
they would put together classes or save homeless people and record it and do all these things.
Right.
And
Right.
Kendrick, the guy who like bought his niece a moderate sedan, the guy who has a nice moderate home, I don't see that guy flaunting what he's done for the black community. You know what I
That's
mean?
fair. Also, it's like it goes to show you.
Like they should lead by example though.
Okay. All right.
To that, like, if you're not, I know I get not showing everything you do,
Mhm.
but I guess going to the protest was showing that, yo, I'm involved. I want you guys to see that I'm
Right. Right.
involved,
Right. Yeah.
but you don't necessarily have to be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
To a certain extent, though, like that goes to show you, like you said, it goes to show you who you are. If you expect that, like, you're gonna go out, like, let's say I was rich or you were rich and famous, and I mean, you got some, no, but like let's say you go out there and you want to, do a video that says, oh, I just donated to charity, blah 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 blah, right? That kind of goes to show you what kind of person you are, not the expectation you're putting on the celebrity, because you're
Exactly.
right, they could be doing something that in the background.
It's like how you do it as well. How you do it is everything, because if you're doing a video and you're like, hey guys, so I'm gonna be doing this now, as opposed to someone catching you on video or a friend of yours just like happened to see you on
Like,
video.
you know what bothers me? The guys who will, like, they'll go to a gas station and they'll be like, all right, bro, here you go, to the homeless guy, and literally filming the video. Like, here you go, bro. Here's
Yeah,
the enjoy
you
it.
sit
Like,
there and
you,
money.
fam, you didn't need to
So
film
weird.
that,
So
right?
weird. So
Right.
weird.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think people forget too that there's multiple front lines now. Like, you don't necessarily have to go to the protest to make changes. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, that was definitely more useful, boycotts and petitions in like the earlier days.
Right.
Now you can petition, you can riot or loot or whatever you want to do, but you could also make changes online, like by leading conversation or posting these petitions, posting these GoFundMe's and everything like that,
Right.
spreading information about defunding police, disrespect against Black women, the
Right.
treatment of Black people in white spaces. Like, there's so many different ways for you to be a voice now
Mm-hmm.
that I don't think it's right for anyone to critique how anyone's doing it, as long as they're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, yesterday on Twitter, and I'll be real with you, like, a lot of the education system in Canada, you'll know it as well,
Yeah.
didn't teach us a lot of the shit we're hearing now. Not whatsoever, like, at all,
Yeah.
right?
No. The fact
I
that I
did.
just learned about hockey being Black in
Yeah,
Canada,
yeah,
and we've learned about hockey when we were in school. We've heard the stories,
right.
and they always called them the immigrants. They never gave them a face. They would say the immigrants added to the game, and never even said invented and created
Mm-hmm.
how
Right,
the game
right.
was played.
Literally.
Like, white
Yeah.
people used to play hockey like golf. That's essentially how it began. It's the same thing as golf, same idea as golf, but because we have so many winter months and we can't play golf, let's just do it on ice.
Right.
They're standing still and hitting the ball, and that was it.
That's
Until
wild.
they saw the black people, four black families in Nova Scotia
Mhm.
that put together a hockey league in between each other and would play, and people would come and watch.
Right.
Papers and everything. Like it's nuts. It feels like a conspiracy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, like, yesterday I saw a thread of how Canada, actually, like Toronto in general, was this hub for the Confederacy. I don't know if you saw the same thing.
Yeah.
It just blew my mind, though.
Front
Like,
Streets, on
Yeah.
Front Street. Like,
yeah, like the name Genesee.
Jarvis is named after a
Yeah.
slave master. Like,
Right.
we need some changes. Vaughn, same
Mhm.
thing with Vaughn. Like,
Yep.
there's a lot, man. There's a lot that this country, not even this city, this country is hiding, yo.
Yeah.
And I get why. Completely understand why. Because the image of Canada really, I don't want to say it's a lie, because it helps in thinking that and keeping this, we're perfect image. A lot of things could go really south if we were to be like, we're pieces of shit too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if people had that mentality, but you come to Canada and you're like, this is a safe place, this is a nice place, I'm gonna be safe, I'm
Right.
gonna be nice. Obviously, some people are not. Everyone is like that, but
Yeah. No, for real.
I think that narrative definitely helps us in the long run.
I've said this before on a couple of the basketball podcasts that we've done, but it's like Canada is quiet racism. Like, they're not going to be in your face about it. They're not yelling. They're not holding a Confederate flag out there. But it's like when you're in the checkout line and she's like double checking, you know what I mean? I know, like, even me, I'm Middle Eastern and I still get looks and stuff like that. It's nothing compared to what a black man experiences 100%, but it still happens to immigrants everywhere, right?
Definitely.
Like,
at Chinese restaurants, I remember being sat as close to the kitchen and as far away from the door as possible. Like, almost every time I've gone in, like, because at first I'm like, I'm just doing the whole race card thing, like, but then I just would memorize it, and just every time I'd go out, I would see where I'm placed, and I'd book it every time, and I'm like, they think I'm gonna like eat this food and just run out.
Run away, right? Yeah.
It happens in so many different places every day, like the microaggressions.
Right.
It's crazy, man.